I'm gonna say.
You're good. You may.
All rise, you're entering the courtroom.
Everyone but the witness may be seated. Please raise your right hand now. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth?
I do.
You may take your seat.
Please state your name and spell your name.
Hi, I'm June Umchinda. It's June first name, last name Umchinda.
You don't have to, I don't think you're going to have to lean that close to the
Oh,
microphone.
okay.
We can let you know if we can't hear you.
All right, like that.
Where do you live, ma'am?
I'm in South Florida.
Do you know Charlie Adelson?
Oh, gosh, I'm sorry. It was my alarm to come here, down here.
Is it silenced now?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
Wait, let me just check if it's. I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
I don't want it to snooze. Okay.
It's okay. Do you know Charlie Adelson?
I do.
How do you know him?
He's my ex-boyfriend.
Do you see him here in the courtroom?
I do.
Could you please point him out and describe what he's wearing?
He's the middle one there with the navy blue suit on.
The record reflects the witness has identified the defendant.
The record will reflect.
When did you date Mr. Adelson?
We initially met in, I think it was like February or so, and then
February of what year?
2015.
Okay.
And we didn't speak for about 8 months. We just had like a brief meeting, and then in October we officially started dating.
October of 2015?
Yes.
And how long did you date him?
For roughly 2.5 years, like officially.
Okay. Does June of 2017 sound like the correct end of your relationship?
Officially, yes.
All right. And did you continue to talk to Mr. Adelson after the breakup?
We did.
When was the last time you spoke to Mr. Adelson?
A day or so before his arrest.
Okay.
We were playing phone tag, and I was supposed to see him. We didn't see each other for a long time, but I was supposed to see him. I didn't get to, and then I wrote him back. I saw a message from him, and then the next day he was taken away.
All right. So when, that's obviously significantly after the official breakup.
Oh,
What
right.
was-
This was in April of last 2022.
What was the nature of your relationship after the official breakup? Were you kind of on again, off again, or just casually seeing each other when you were both single, or what was the deal there?
I mean, it was a lot of years that went by after our official relationship, so there were like different periods of times where we were seeing each other and then casual, but we always stayed in touch throughout the years, so.
All right. And do you still have feelings for Mr. Adelson as we sit here today?
So he's my last serious boyfriend, so I would say yes, that there's something still there. I care about him, but obviously I haven't seen him in God knows how long, so.
All right. And do you recall being interviewed by the Tallahassee Police Department in reference to this case on July 24th, 2018?
I do.
Okay. And back at that time, when you were interviewed, it had been about 2 weeks since you had talked to him. Does that ring a bell?
Something like that, yes.
Okay. And you had talked to him prior to that interview around your birthday, is that right?
On the phone, yes.
And when is your birthday?
June 28th.
Okay. So is that was prior to, obviously prior to his arrest, but just a few months before the trial of Catherine Magbanua? Did you talk to him then as well?
I'm not sure. I don't recall when her trial was. I know she had a retrial, so
Okay.
I don't know the date specifically.
Okay, but in one of those trials, didn't you testify that you had spoken to him just the night before that trial?
Right, I mean, we were still talking, so yes, I did speak.
Okay, so I'm just kind of trying to establish, in reference to the important dates of this case, you seem to have had some communication with him pretty close in time to those important dates. Would you agree with that?
Yes.
But you haven't had any contact with him in reference to what you're going to say here today?
No, not since he got arrested. I haven't heard from him.
Okay. Were you dating him when what we're calling the bump occurred back on April 19th of 2016?
Yes.
And are you familiar with what we mean when we say the bump?
Is that the money extortion thing from?
The thing when Donna Adelson was approached
Yes.
by an undercover officer? Okay, so how far into your relationship with him were you at the time that that occurred? And that's, again, April 19th of 2016.
About a year, roughly, I would say.
All right, but you began dating officially in
Well, from October, so that's not a year. It's,
okay, more like 6 months.
yeah.
What was the status of your relationship, or can you kind of describe for us what your relationship was at that time, April of 2016?
Oh, sorry, I'm trying to think of the dates again. So the bump was 2016, you said, in April?
Yes, ma'am. So this would be about 6 months into your relationship. Were you seeing each other seriously? Were you seeing a lot of each other? Tell us about
Every
that.
day, yeah.
Every day, okay. And have you previously described the relationship at that time as a fairy tale?
Back then, yes.
Okay. Perfect?
Yes.
Inseparable?
Yes.
Okay, so the two of you were together quite a lot during that time frame.
Yeah, I basically lived there.
Okay, and so you spent most of the time that you were together over at his place?
Yes,
And is that the place on Whale Harbor?
it is.
Okay. And did the relationship change at some, well, before we leave that, when the bump occurred on April 19th, 2016, did Mr. Adelson, tell you about the bump?
No.
All right, so at some point, did the relationship change around this time frame, April of 2016?
I can't say exactly like when it changed because we've had a lot of ups and downs, but I mean, it did change, so I don't know when exactly it was.
Okay, I want to draw your attention specifically to the time frame between April and May of 2016. Are you able to tell the jury about some changes you observed in Mr. Adelson's behavior during that time frame?
I don't know, like, if it was in that time frame exactly.
Okay, do you recall giving a law enforcement interview in this case?
I do.
Okay, and that was done on July 24th of 2018.
Right.
Would your memory have been better back then on these issues, as far as the dates that things
Does
happened?
it say what date? Like, they didn't ask me specifically how he was acting when. So I don't know exactly what they meant, like how he was acting, what time.
Okay. So you didn't tell them that he began to freak out around that time and act sneaky and go places without telling you where?
I said that, I just don't know at that specific time frame if that was referring to that. Like
Okay.
right now, I really have no idea right now.
Okay. At some point, did a reporter approach you in Mr. Adelson's driveway?
They did.
Right, and was that the first that you learned about this murder?
Yes.
So Mr. Adelson had never even told you during your serious relationship with him that his brother-in-law had been murdered?
He mentioned that he'd been murdered, but there were no details. It was just, he said, we don't know who did it, and this would happen, so.
Okay. So do you know when this reporter approached you?
Like what time or when?
Was it approximately around June 17th of 2016? Does that sound right?
It was right after, like, I think a political holiday, because I had a Band-Aid on my arm from a burn that we went to at a barbecue, and it was embarrassing that they took a photo of me with it. So I remember that I still had that Band-Aid on my arm. So it might have been around May or something.
All right.
Maybe Memorial Day.
Are we sure it was in 2016?
Well, there's a picture, like, the reporter has on the internet. So whenever that article came out, it would be then.
I can show you an article and ask if this is the one you're referencing.
Yes, so there's a Band-Aid on my arm, as you can see.
All right, and what is the date of that article?
That says June 17th. So when is Memorial Day, May?
Yes. What is the year on the article?
2016.
Okay, so can we agree it was approximately in June of 2016 that you got approached?
I believe it was May, but I think they published the article in June. But yes, around June, May, June.
I thought the reporter had the article with them when they approached you. Is that not the case?
No, I mean the photo. Like, he made that article and posted it, like,
From
the
the interaction.
story. Yeah, from, I guess, our candid shot or whatever.
All right, so maybe you were approached in May and then the article came out in June.
I believe that's correct, yeah.
Okay, and that was when that reporter approached you, that was when you found out that there was this whole backstory to this murder that may involve Charlie Adelson.
I actually didn't find out at that moment. They like ran up to me asking if I'm Catherine, and I had no idea who that was. So I didn't even know who they were.
How come you didn't know who Catherine Maganoa was?
Not at all, no.
All right, so is that the first? Did you eventually find out who she was after you learned that name from the reporter?
Yes, eventually.
Who was she?
She was Charlie's ex-girlfriend, and she also worked for another friend of mine at the front desk.
And who's that?
Jerry Obed.
All right. And what was she working for Jerry Obed at the time that you learned about her, I guess? Learned of her existence?
No, so I guess I met her in the front of Jerry's place once briefly, and then when I heard of her, my mind went back to that day, but I had no idea, like, her name or anything back then.
All right, so you were confused in May of 2016 for her by a reporter. Yes. And then you learned, oh, she was an ex-girlfriend of Charlie Adelson, right?
Eventually, yeah.
Okay, and then subsequent to that, you realized, oh, that's the girl that used to work for Jerry Obed.
Yes.
Okay, I'm with you. All right, once you found out about this sort of backstory to this homicide and investigation, did the defendant, Mr. Adelson, tell you anything about how to handle the police if you were to be approached by the police?
He said if anyone came knocking on the door asking questions, I don't know anything, and at that time I really didn't know anything still, so.
So he told you not to talk to the police?
Right, because I think he had to go away that weekend or week, and I was at the house by myself, so.
And had he been acting strangely for weeks before that article was published? And again, that article was published June 17th, 2016.
I believe so.
All right, tell us what acting strangely means.
I think I said it in my interview that he would kind of run off to places without really giving me an explanation. We kind of had a routine going. We would work, go to the gym, and then every night usually see each other at a certain time. But it was getting to the point where like he was running late or things were happening, and I didn't really know the reason. And also, I think I just felt like something was different in our relationship.
And did you notice that he had begun communicating with Catherine Magbanua around that time?
The time, which
The
time
2
was it?
weeks prior to the publication of that article, which was published on June 17th, 2016.
2 weeks before that. I can't remember exactly when I found out about Catherine Magbanua. Like, I know it was after May. So if it was in that 2 week period before the article came out, then
Did you say in your interview with law enforcement that in that time frame you saw him going back and forth with Katie on the calls, and I said, oh, why do you guys talk so much? And also you were commenting about the calls being at odd hours and how you know he's not normally up that early, and that's when you saw the call activity on his phone. Do you remember telling law enforcement that?
I remember saying I saw her name come up or something at some point in time. Again, I don't know if that is the same time, around that time. And also, the odd hours thing, I was referring to another girl, I think, that lives in Philippines.
Okay. I'm going to draw your attention to page 72.
I don't have a binder.
I'm going to bring you one. Page 72, lines 7 through 22 on your interview. This is a mini, so if you bigger, I can work on that. But this is 72 here.
Okay.
And if you'll read to yourself, lines 7 through 22.
Okay, so
So let me ask a question.
Yeah.
Are you still maintaining you were referencing another woman in that comment, or were you talking about Catherine Magbanua?
So in that comment, I actually was referring to when I found out the phone records of Catherine and Charlie, like speaking in the morning when they showed how often they would speak on the phone.
All right, thank you.
So,
Did
I was
Mr.
referring to
Adelson ever express any interest in or curiosity to you about who had killed his brother-in-law?
He just said he didn't know who did it, and it was just like an unsolved blank mystery.
I'm going to ask you to look at page 34. 34 of that same mini transcript in front of you, and if you'll review lines 10 through 15. And just let me know when you're done.
10 through 15, was
Yes,
it?
ma'am.
Okay. So yes, I see it.
And didn't you tell law enforcement back when this interview was conducted, quote, if it wasn't him, he never said, oh, I wonder who killed Dan. Or if it was just him saying, just fearing, he used to have clothes by his bed in case they came to get him and stuff, in the middle of the night. He was just very scared that they would come and take him. Is that what you said?
So I was saying,
Ma'am, is that what you said?
well, no, I didn't say that exactly.
Okay.
I said,
Did
he never said he wondered who
you've
killed
answered the
Dan,
question.
Don't speak over each other. Please wait for her to ask you questions, then answer it.
So the transcript is incorrect.
Good, improper question.
On the rule,
Is the transcript incorrect?
As
That's a yes
opposed
or
to
no.
your question, or you mean in general?
The question I asked you. I
It
just read
doesn't
from
match
it.
up to your question, no.
Judge, may we do sidebar?
I'm going to request that we not go to sidebar. I have another question to ask the witness.
move on.
Did Mr. Adelson ever express any sympathy regarding the death of Dan Markel in your presence?
I mean, yes.
Return your attention to page 84 of the transcript, lines 23 and 24. Page 84, lines 23 and 24. I'm sorry.
You mean section 84? Or?
No, ma'am. It's page 84. I think I've got the lines wrong. Let me just take a look. Yes, okay. I was correct. 23 and 24, but you might need to back up a little for context. Didn't you tell law enforcement? That's what was weird to me. I'm always like, well, if you didn't do it, then who do you think did it or something? And he wouldn't ever like show any sympathy or anything.
I don't even see page 84.
All right, thank you. What about, let's go back to Catherine Magbanawat. Did you ever actually meet her or just knew that she worked at Obed's office?
I mean, she greeted me when I walked in the door there, so I met her as like somebody walking in really quick.
Okay, but never hung out with her socially or?
No, I don't even think I spoke to her really.
Okay. Was Catherine Magbanawat, if you know, the girlfriend that was right before you with Charlie?
I'm sorry, what?
Was she the girlfriend that preceded you or was right before you?
No, I didn't even know about her. There was another girl before me.
Who was the girl that was right before you?
That I know of, it was Whitney Kick.
How long did he date Whitney Kick?
So initially when I met Charlie in February, I don't know if it was February around then, he was with Whitney at that time, so I think he broke up with her a little before we got together, so.
Was there anybody else between Catherine Magbanawat and you other than Whitney Kick, to your knowledge?
There was.
Okay, who was that?
Someone named Jessica.
Okay. Did you ever know of Catherine Magbanawat to be employed working for Charlie Adelson?
No.
During the time frame of the bump, so the bump in April, but prior to Ms. Magbanawat's arrest in October, was the defendant picking up communication with Catherine Magbanawat? Did you notice that he was communicating with her more?
I don't know if it was that time frame, like I said.
During this time frame that I'm talking about, did the defendant express concerns to you that his phone was being tapped?
I mean, it was probably during that time frame, but he did say that at some point. So.
Were you still dating the defendant at the time that Catherine Magbanawat was arrested on October 1st of 2016?
Yes.
What was the defendant's behavior like after her arrest?
I mean, I think around that time, the media got a hold of the story, so there was.
That's not my question. What was the defendant's behavior like after Catherine Magbanawat's arrest?
Well, I guess his behavior was just someone that's being convicted of murder. Or not convicted, accused of murder, I'm sorry.
All right, was he, quote, very scary to be around?
I mean, I might have said that.
You might have said that, or you did say that.
I think I did say that because we had a fight, so I was afraid one time.
Was he, quote, just like angry and different?
I guess he was, yeah.
Was he violent, agitated, and short-fused during that time frame?
I believe so.
Did he have trouble sleeping or being alone? Didn't want to be home? Do you recall saying that?
Yes.
When the case came up, did everything just tick him off?
Yes.
Did he start getting really red and screaming and take random walks, like just acting like a crazy person?
Yes. Yes.
Did he get a second phone around this time frame and possibly even a third phone?
I saw one other phone. I don't know about a third. So,
Did he start communicating with you via the WhatsApp application?
he did. He started that because he was also out of the country once, so we started using it then.
Did he sleep with a gun at night? In that time frame specifically?
So when you say sleep, do you mean like physically in the bed or?
You tell me.
So
Where was the gun?
He had guns because he had his carry license, so he had a few at different places. So in his bedroom.
But
he
specifically
slept.
in this time frame, did he change his habits in reference to the gun?
No,
So
not
he didn't.
that I know of.
Okay, so he didn't begin sleeping with a gun under his pillow or near his bed where he hadn't before.
Not sleeping with it, like it was in the room though, so I don't know.
All right. Was
Where?
he super stressed and very affected by the arrest of Catherine McDaniel?
Yes.
But not super stressed and very affected, from what you observed, by the death of Daniel Markel, was he?
I have no idea about that.
Well, you said he wasn't
Where is that?
in the interview that we just reviewed,
I mean,
where
what
you
line
said
is it?
'84, lines 23 and 24, which we've already done. I think you couldn't find page 84.
No, but I think I know what you're talking about. I think I was speculating on it. He didn't say.
He wouldn't show like any sympathy or anything, right?
I mean, that was my opinion, but I have no idea if he did or not.
Well, the question was, did he express it to you?
I think his actions did, but he didn't physically, like, verbally say it.
His actions expressed grief over the death of Dan Markel? What were those actions?
Well, I mean, just somebody concerned, upset over this tragedy and everything.
But that's the opposite of what you told law enforcement in your law enforcement interview.
Well, that
isn't
was
it?
like a long time ago. That
So
was
has your
probably
memory
7 years ago.
has your memory improved since 2018?
Regarding what?
This incident and Charles Adelson's lack of remorse over the death of his brother-in-law.
So after that, after whatever I said, obviously it's been a lot of years, so he probably expressed sympathy after I said that.
All right. What about his mother, Donna Adelson? Did you know her?
I did.
How was she holding it together during this time frame where the bump was occurring, after the bump occurred?
I think she was also stressed out.
Did you observe her to be crying or appear as if she had been crying?
I've seen her like that before, yes.
Did she tell you she was on painkillers for stress?
She may have, I'm not sure.
Did you notice that Donna Adelson was really involved with her grandchildren?
I believe she was.
And was that Wendy's kids
Yes.
specifically? Did Donna Adelson ever express any concerns to you about who killed Dan Markel?
No.
Did you say to law enforcement that the Adelsons weren't ever curious, like who really killed him? They weren't upset about it, it seemed like. Did you say that?
I might have said it.
Page 50, lines 19 through 23.
Okay, so what were you asking? I'm sorry.
Did you say, quote, like they weren't ever curious, like who really killed him? They weren't upset about it, it seemed like.
I did, and I was speculating again, so.
Did the defendant ever say anything about something he did coming back to him?
Where is that?
Why don't you answer the question first?
Wait, what was, you said something coming back to him? What do you
Yes,
mean?
ma'am. I mean, did the defendant ever tell you about something bad he did coming back to him?
I think he was referring to a horoscope.
Yes, tell us about that, please.
From what I recall, I think we were just reading horoscopes and I don't even remember at this point. I'd have to look it up again, but.
Page 109.
Okay.
Did you review this transcript this morning before your testimony today?
I reviewed it beforehand in the email that you sent. So which line was it?
Page 80, I'm sorry. This is page 109, line 9, through page 110, line 1. And the question is, did you say that the horoscope was something about something you did in the past will come back and take a big toll on your life? And he said, quote, "Isn't that so true? Wow, that's on point," or something.
Yes.
Was this before or after the arrest of Catherine Magbanua?
I really don't remember that part.
Did you ever ask him about what happened to Dan Markel?
I did, yes.
And what did he tell you?
Well, he told me he was shot and they didn't know who did it.
Okay. What about Wendy Adelson? Were you ever around her during the time that you were dating her brother?
Yes.
Did she ever express any concern to you about the murder of her child's father?
I don't really remember too much of it.
Did the topic come up at all regarding
I think a topic about her being a single mother came up, and that's all I remember.
Did she make a comment to you that things were still hard for her even though Dan was gone?
Did she make a comment, you're asking?
Yes.
I think it was something along the lines of that, if I remember.
And did at some point Charlie Adelson tell you that he and Wendy were actually fighting about this case?
He mentioned that at some point in time.
And was Wendy not speaking to the defendant for some period of time because of something to do with this case?
I don't know how long the time was, but I believe, yes, she wasn't speaking to him at one point.
And did you know what the thing having to do with this case was that caused them to not be speaking?
I have no idea.
During the time that you were dating Charlie Adelson, I think you said you would stay over there at the house in Whale Harbor. Was that every night or most every night?
Every night. Maybe one night, like, we missed, like, or if he was out of town, then.
During the time that you were over there, did you have an opportunity to observe large amounts of cash in his residence?
I've seen cash there. So.
All right. And are you aware of a large safe that's there in the residence?
There is a safe.
Okay. And during the time that you were dating him, did he have money in that safe, cash?
I believe so.
All right. And did he have thousands and thousands of dollars, stacks of hundreds? Did you say that?
I believe at one point in time.
Did you say, quote, hundreds are like dollars to him?
I did say that.
Did you say that, quote, all of his money is like stapled together, the hundreds in bundles?
I believe I did say that.
Do you need to review the statement?
No, I mentioned like the staples. I just don't remember the bundle part. Are those my exact words? Or?
Page 42, lines 22, I'm sorry, 42, lines 20 through 22.
Okay, I see it.
And did you say all of his money is like stapled? All of his money is like stapled together, the hundreds in bundles.
Yes.
After your breakup with Mr. Adelson, has he made any large purchases on your behalf?
I don't know.
You don't know?
After our breakup?
Yes, like has he bought you a big ticket item? A car, a condo?
No.
Has anybody tried to tell you what to say here today?
No.
Has anybody
Just myself.
Has anybody told you, I don't know, to forget what you said in that interview? Did anybody instruct you to do that, is my question.
No.
One moment, please, Your Honor.
Is there any water now?
You know now. You'll be off the witness stand soon.
Okay, thanks.
No further questions.
Cross-examination.
All right, well, let's start right there. Good afternoon, my name's Dan Rashbaum.
Hi, good afternoon.
Have we ever met before?
No.
Have you ever seen me before in your life?
I saw you on the internet, but no, never in person in my life.
Fair enough. Have I ever talked to you on the phone?
No, I got a subpoena from you the other day to attend trial here, but I've never physically heard from you.
Has anyone from my office, my colleague Kate Myers, anyone from my team at all ever reached out to you about anything?
No.
Okay.
I was actually surprised you didn't get a depo or anything from me, so.
I never deposed you, right?
No, I haven't heard from you or Charlie or anyone.
Okay, so let's just make that clear. Let's clear up a couple other things. Professor Markel was murdered in 2014.
Right.
Did you know Charlie Adelson in 2014?
No.
You didn't start dating him until, I think you said, give or take, October of 2015, right?
That's right.
Okay. So any type of feelings he had about the murder of Professor Markel in 2014, you wouldn't know anything about that, right?
Right.
Okay. We're going to do a little bit more of this in a little bit, but that time period that Miss Kappelman was asking you that you were confused about where Charlie was acting odd.
Right.
You know what the bump is, right?
The Donna thing, the extortion.
Where law enforcement approached Donna Adelson on the street.
Yes.
You probably watched it on TV.
Yes, everywhere.
Right. And you know there was a wire involved in that, correct?
I do.
And that's the point in time that Charlie Adelson was acting kind of weird, right?
Yes, I believe so.
Let's go back a little bit. When you dated Charlie, did you go out a lot when you were dating?
It was like 50-50, but yes, in the beginning we went out a lot. Every weekend, if we could do nights sometimes too.
Did he work a lot?
A lot.
He started early in the morning and came home late at night a lot of days?
Almost pretty much every day, but like Sunday and Saturday sometime. Saturday, Sunday.
And he worked most of the time 6 days a week.
Yes.
And his work would take him all over the southern part of the state, right?
Right.
He'd be in the car a lot, right?
Yes.
When he dated you and he was in the car, did he bother you a lot by calling you all the time while he was driving?
He knew I was at work and we would see each other before leaving the house, and then when we got back, so he didn't have a need to really call me on his way to work. He would text me and we would text sometimes throughout the day if I had a chance.
Now, you said Charlie keeps a lot of cash at his house, right?
I probably said that, yes.
Okay. And he staples his cash, correct?
That's what I saw, yes.
Okay. And again, you saw this cash at his house in 2016, right? When you dated him, well after the murder.
Oh, yeah, well, way after that, yeah.
Now, there is this discussion about a gun and sleeping with it. He keeps a gun in his nightstand next to his bed, right?
Right.
Are you aware that that habit started on July 18, 2014?
I have no idea.
But ever since you knew him, he kept a gun on his nightstand, right?
Not on it.
In the drawer in his nightstand, apologies.
I think it was in his safe and in the car, but
By the way, his house has a lot of camera equipment, right?
yeah,
Like a lot of camera equipment, right?
yes.
Are you aware that that camera equipment was installed within 2 weeks of Professor Markel's murder? Are you aware of that?
No,
But it was there when you were there, correct?
right.
How about the barbed wire behind his house? He has barbed wire, right?
Yes,
Are you aware that that was installed after Professor Markel's murder?
no,
Did you ever go to the Adelson Institute?
I did.
Did you see all the camera equipment there?
I didn't notice.
Now, I think you talked about this, that there were a lot of, that media was starting to come around, right?
Yes,
And this was in 2016 after the bump and after some arrests
right.
and after the Tallahassee Police Department released an affidavit saying that Charlie Adelson was part of the murder. Do you recall that?
Right.
And you asked him, and he said he didn't do it, right?
Sustained as self-serving hearsay.
Members of the jury, to disregard the last question by Mr. Rashbaum. Please continue.
Did Ms. Kappelman just ask you whether you asked Charlie Adelson about the murder?
Not in the same context, but yes, basically.
Judge, may I go sidebar? I want to make sure I don't step on.
You may continue with your examination.
Let me ask it this way. After you asked Charlie Adelson if he knew anything or participated in the murder, did you continue to date him?
Yes.
Did you continue to stay at his house almost every day?
Yes. We were every day until we broke up.
You didn't have any worry about your safety, right?
No.
By the way, during this time period,
Oh, can I interrupt you? Sorry. I did have a worry about,
Hold on.
oh,
They're going to need to ask you the question. You just don't get to start offering statements unless it's clarifying the last question.
it was clarifying.
Then you may clarify your answer as to the last question.
So, I'm sorry, the last question one more time because now I forgot it.
Please ask again.
I have forgotten it as well.
Did you
Continue to stay at his house and spend time with him, I believe that was the question.
Now I remember. Okay, you asked if I felt safe. So, at one point in time, he was getting death threats and all this stuff. So, at that time when we were together, I kind of felt unsafe with people recognizing us or something like that.
Did you ever feel unsafe? Do you ever think that Charlie Adelson was going to hurt you?
No.
Now, during the time after these media reports, etc., did Charlie take trips overseas?
Yes.
Did he always come back?
Yes.
Did he once tell you he wasn't withdraw? Withdraw. Ms. Kappelman asked you about how he was angry, how he was upset. Do you recall those questions?
I do.
At that time, there were Dateline specials being aired, right?
Yes. More than Dateline, but
And what was his reaction to these media reports?
I think he was just flustered and stressed out and a ton of different emotions.
Was he angry?
Yes.
Now, you were interviewed by law enforcement in 2018. I think that's what we established finally today, right?
Yes.
And your testimony then was essentially the same as it was today, correct?
My testimony, from being, yes.
They asked you pretty much the same questions.
Yes. We just went over my transcript basically. So.
That was in 2018. There's nothing today that they asked you different, is new from 2018, right?
No, my memory just didn't remember the dates, but no.
But their questions were the same. There's no new topic.
Right.
When was Charlie Adelson arrested?
I believe it was April 2022.
So 4 years after they asked you those very same questions, correct?
Correct.
May I have one moment, Your Honor?
Go ahead.
Has Charlie ever told you to lie?
Has he ever told me a lie?
Yeah.
Oh,
He has, yes.
He's told you to lie?
Oh, I thought you said a lie.
Has Charlie ever told you to lie?
No, never.
No further questions.
redirect the issue.
If he has just told you a lie. He probably told you a lie.
Right.
So the defense was trying to get you to move the time period of when Charlie was acting crazy and angry to when the news articles were being published.
Right.
But in your law enforcement interview, you articulated that he had been acting weird for weeks prior to that first news article. Isn't that right? And you didn't know why.
That's what I remember. Yes.
Ma'am? Yes?
Yes.
Okay. And did they raised, oh, didn't he tell you? He didn't have anything to do with it. Did he tell you that he had purchased a vehicle for Ms. McBano or given her a vehicle?
He didn't tell me, but I saw that in the 2020 thing and asked him about it.
Okay, and he admitted he gave her a vehicle.
He said his father, it was an old car that his father,
Did he give her a vehicle?
I don't know.
Did he mention giving her or contributing to a breast augmentation for Catherine McBanoa?
He said he never contributed to that.
If you'll look at tab 1 of the binder in front of you, the trial on May 23rd, 2022 should be your first tab. And if you'll look first on page 1197, lines 19 through 24. Are you with me?
Yes. Can you
I
say
haven't
the
asked the
lines
question.
again? What were the lines?
Yes, ma'am. It's 1197 is the page, and the lines are 19 through 24.
Right.
Did you previously testify? Question: did he put you on the payroll at the Adelson Institute after you broke up? No. Do you recall him telling you that he gave Catherine McBanoa a car? Answer: I do. Page 1216.
That's what he said, yes, at the time.
And would you turn to 1216 now?
I'm there, yes.
Oh, okay. And in that testimony, did you also testify? Question: so now your testimony is that he told you he paid for half of her breast augmentation.
He said that at one point, but I think it was a joke.
No further questions.
You may step down. Will the witness be recalled by the party?
Judge, we do have her on the subpoena, so there's a possibility.
You may step down.
Thank you.
Please call your next witness, sir.
Yeah.